It wasn't every day that one traveled to a beautiful medieval country estate in Scotland to rescue a knight in distress. And it certainly wasn't a normal part of Tammie Lockhart's life to be the heroine in a real-life fairy tale. However, needs must and all that stuff. It didn't seem real, even as she walked to the front door of the castle that her sisters, Gwen and Sabrina, called home, since Gwen had married a real-life handsome laird. That this particular hunky laird was from the 1600s, and Gwen had rescued him, was a story she didn't have time to delve into at the moment. The entryway was straight out of a movie set, with a high ceiling and tapestries depicting hunting scenes or people frolicking about in the outdoors, hanging on the thick stone walls. Her feet sank into the thick plush rug, and she glanced down to note the design of huge bouquets of roses, seeming to be tossed haphazardly, and yet creating a beautiful scene. On her right was an archway that led to what she would call a large sitting room, furnished with couches, chairs, and tables that were grouped in different areas for easy conversation. To the left, just past the sitting room, was another archway into a dining room with a long mahogany table that could easily sit 12. Continuing forward, the next doorway opened to the library, where she and her sisters spent many an hour working on what had become the most important project of their lives. Sabrina, who was engaged to a man named Gavin Campbell, would probably be in the library, Tammie considered. She pictured Gavin again, a walking golden god that had to be the most beautiful human being in existence. Her soon-to-be brother-in-law's good looks were no exaggeration, as wherever he was seen, people would stop mid-sentence, mid-bite, even mid-step, and gawk, their conversation, food, and destination instantly forgotten. Thankfully, the guy was an introvert, who preferred spending time at the stables in the company of the horses, and an older man named Miles. "There you are!" Sabrina poked her head out of the library doorway and grinned at her. "I think I found something. Come and read this." Despite the direness of the situation, Tammie considered making a run for the kitchen. The cook, chef, or whatever the man liked to be called, had baked a delicious cake the night before, and she was anxious to gobble another piece. "Can it wait until I cut myself a slice of cake?" Tammie called out. "No!" came the abrupt answer. Upon entering the library, she found that Gwen was there as well. The eldest sister sat on an overstuffed chair, her ebony hair twisted into a messy bun that didn't distract from her Instagram-ready beauty. Not that Gwen had ever been on social media. Gwen's dark gaze lifted to Tammie as she walked through the door. Something must be done to convince Niall to assist in his own rescue.